Ellie and Michael for our last Teen Thursday of the summer. Today we have a super fun project. We have this big empty refrigerator and all this paper, and we have nothing to keep it stuck to. So I think that Michael and I are going to create some really cool refrigerator magnets to show you. Alright, so our supplies today for our magnet craft. A little bit more complicated than our last week's project, but still a pretty easy craft to do. Over here I have some sticky magnetic roll-on. I found this at the craft store. You could probably find it at Walmart, but it's basically just magnet on one side, sticky on the other, so you can easily apply it to your craft. I've got some paint. I'm just using a nice acrylic. I've got some what's called Podge, basically a glue solution that will seal up my paint. I've got my hot glue gun to glue my squares together, something for my paint, scissors to cut my magnet, a paintbrush to paint my blocks, a Sharpie to create the black edges, and some wooden blocks. Again, I found these at the craft store. You could get any size you wanted. 6 of them was about $1.50, so pretty cheap. And you need at least 4 for the Tetris project, but you could also get something and get make something else. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Tetris block.
I've got my shape laid out. We're gonna do this funky little Tetris piece here. I'm just gonna start by gluing my blocks together. A bit of hot glue. You don't necessarily need to use hot glue. You could use like a wood glue or maybe like a Gorilla Glue, anything that's just strong enough to hold your blocks together. Hot glue is just nice and easy to work with these. I went a little heavy on my hot glue, so after it's dried, I'm just gonna peel off what leaked between my blocks. Okay, that's nice and clean. My glue has hardened and my blocks are stuck together, so now I am just going to paint it. Ellie tells me that this piece is apparently green in Tetris, but we're doing yellow. Give it kind of a gloss. Okay. So the Mod Podge step is purely aesthetic. You can tell here, this one looks a little dull and this block is a little shinier. It's just that Mod Podge adding a bit of gloss. And like I said, it does help protect the paint, but if you're happy with the way the color came out, it's not like you're gonna be handling these too much, so it should just be fine. All right, my paint is dry, and now I'm just gonna get some of the magnet here. I'm gonna put 2 little strips on my blocks. Okay, now I'm going to add the black lines around the blocks to make them distinct, and I'm just gonna use a Sharpie. You could use some paint, you could use a paint pen, whatever is convenient for you.
Okay, so we saw the process and here's our final product. As you can see, we've got some really cool magnets to help us hang our things on the fridge. We, of course, made Tetris blocks, but as always, this is a really simple process if you want to make any other kind of magnets too. There's a lot of creativity here, so definitely test out different designs. I think that everyone will appreciate our magnets holding things on the fridge.
I know I do.
Yeah. So, we will see you hopefully in the fall, probably virtually, but for now, have a great summer.
Thanks for joining us.